in the mind of the voter?
The opportunity to talk to several hundred people in Portland today, Jim, and we find that they're concerned about the same thing we're concerned about. All over this district, there's a tremendous doctor shortage. People are conscious of this, and they know we can do something about it. And we tell them of our various proposals where we think we can help to alleviate this medical shortage that is occurring here in the 10th Congressional District.
What could you do as a congressman?
We can do several things. We can help to implement the American Medical Association's recommendations that we provide federal funds to help expand the present medical schools in this country. Of course, that would include Ball State with their proposal to establish a medical school. Furthermore, Jim, we're in favor of amending the present federal loan scholarship program where we could encourage the young doctors graduating from medical school to settle in areas like Muncie and Winchester and Portland. Because as it is now, too many of them tend to go to the major cities. Also, we've been touring these hospitals, and we need to expand our hospital facilities in this district. For example, Richmond has to double their capacity in the very near future. We do have the Hill-Burton Act that provides some assistance for these hospitals, and as a congressman, we would feel bound to do all we could to see that our hospitals get a sufficient portion of this money.
Mr. Norton, the latest Gallup poll indicates that the three issues uppermost in the minds of the voting public are, number one, the Vietnam War, crime, and the cost of living. Now, there are rumors that the Vietnam situation may be settled soon, or at least a bombing halt is being considered, and a drawback by the North Vietnamese. If there was a sudden settlement or easing in the Vietnam situation, how would this affect your campaign?
Well, Jim, I don't look on it as affecting my campaign as much as affecting the country, because as McGeorge Bundy said here last week at DePaul University, if we do get that war settled, then we can take care of many things right back here at home that we need to give our attention to. So I do think it would be a great thing for the entire country. As to how it would affect my campaign, I don't know. But we're hopeful that these negotiations will lead to a peaceful settlement, and soon. And I find out that most of the people in the 10th District feel the same way.
On the other two issues, do you get much comment?
People are concerned about the crime in the street issue, and we tell them we're in favor of the omnibus crime bill that passed in Congress recently, and we do think that police forces should be updated in training and equipment and personnel. We think this is another area where we can set out to improve our methods, and we can certainly overcome this problem.
And the high cost of living.
High cost of living, there have been indications recently that the inflationary trend is tapering off. In fact, some of our economists now are a little bit concerned about next year. So on the surtax, I think we're going to have to wait and see. I hope we can take the surtax off. But I think it's going to depend on how steamed up our economy is. Certainly no one is in favor of inflation. It's making pensions meaningless for people on Social Security. So we're certainly in favor of pegging Social Security to the cost of living index, or otherwise this could become a very meaningless thing.